Most people think freedom looks loud. They think it's running away, it's quitting, escaping responsibilities, flying as fast and as far as possible. But nature tells a different story. And one of the clearest teachers is the crane. The crane doesn't rush, it doesn't panic, and it doesn't flap wildly trying to prove it's free. It stands still, its legs planted firmly on the ground, neck tall, eyes alert, present. And that is where freedom actually begins, not in the movement, but in the stillness. Across different cultures, Asia, Africa, indigenous traditions, crane symbolizes longevity, wisdom, and peace. Why? Because the crane survives by being patient. It waits, it observes, and it chooses when to move. The crane understands something that we forget. We don't earn freedom by reacting to everything around you. You earn it by mastering what is happening inside you. Think about it. Most of our stress isn't coming from the world, it's coming from our resistance to the world. We want life to hurry up, we want answers now, and we want results yesterday. The crane says, slow down, stand tall, and trust your timing. We've been sold the idea that freedom is no rules, no structure, and no discipline. But look closer. The most peaceful people you know, they have boundaries. The calmest minds, they have routines. And the freest souls, they know when to say no. Freedom is not chaos. Freedom is alignment. It's waking up and knowing who you are, what you value, and what you no longer will tolerate. That is crane energy. Strong, quiet, unshakable. Here's something powerful. The crane can fly high, far, and gracefully, but it doesn't do it constantly. It waits, it walks, it pauses, it balances on one leg. Because flight means nothing if you can't land. And this is where most people burn out. They chase freedom without grounding. They chase motivation without discipline, dreams without structures, and eventually they crash. The crane teaches us freedom that lasts is built, not one escaped into. Let's talk real for a second. Discipline isn't punishment. Discipline is self-respect in motion. It's choosing what's good for you even when no one is watching. It's standing your ground when you could spiral and resting when you're tired and pushing when you are capable. That is why discipline is love, and the crane embodies that. Every moment is intentional, every step is balanced, nothing wasted. No drama, no rush, just presence. A lot of people miss their own growth because it doesn't look dramatic, and they didn't blow up overnight. You didn't suddenly feel fearless. You didn't wake up healed, but maybe you react less than you used to. You walk away faster. You forgive yourself quicker. You choose peace more often. And that's freedom. And that's the crane slowly lifting off. And here's the part that matters most. When the crane finally flies, it's effortless. No panic, no proving, no noise. Just lift. And that's what happens when you do the inner work. One day you realize you're not chasing validation anymore. You're not stuck in comparison. You're not afraid to be alone, and you're not afraid to be yourself. You didn't escape life, you grew into it. So here's the real question. Are you trying to fly, or are you trying to learn how to stand? Because standing, truly standing, is harder than running. Standing means facing your patterns, slowing your thoughts, chasing peace over impulse, trusting the long game. But if you can do that, flight will come naturally. The crane reminds us you don't need to rush your beginning, you don't need to compare your wings, and you don't need to prove your freedom. Stand tall, be patient, stay disciplined. And that is when you will rise. Not because you escaped life, but because you mastered yourself.